Shalom family. I've got a comment on the mic sound. So what I did here, I turned the mic up some. The reason I keep it a certain way, it picks up a lot of sound from outside. There's a lot of noise going on outside, and I don't want all the sound in the video. So I did go up, and if this is a problem, I'm going to take it back down. But this video here, and I want you to let me know how this sounds. I need to know, how does this sound? Leave me a comment how this sounds. And I'm going to, again, check it out myself. And if it's too loud, I'm going to take it back down. This video, the way, we're going to speak on the way. Many people don't know the way. There is a right way and there is a wrong way. And the people of the past, they understood the way. It's once we got some time added, we lost our way. And so we read through the scripture. As I read through the scripture, as I study the scripture, I see over and over the scripture referring to the way. And it makes it sound as if there is no other way. And this is something we read over and over and over again. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go through the scripture and show you the way. And so you will understand the way. And once again, this is our foundation. We should know the way. But because of the wicked one and wicked devices and wicked men, we lose our way. When we lose our way, we get away from the Most High. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go through Jasher. I'm going to hit these scriptures showing the way. The scriptures speak of this way over and over again. The Most High said, show my people the way. This is what he's wanting. He wants you to know the way. That way there will be no excuses of why you're not following the way, why you're not doing what our forefathers did. You know the way. When you know the way, you can walk in it. But I'm sad to say this. Many people that even watch this channel, they don't know the way. I can read the comments and tell those that know the way and those that do not know the way. And I understand many are waking up, coming to the knowledge of the truth, but you're going to have to find the way. You're going to have to study. So I'm going to go through Jasher first, and then I'm going to go in the Bible. We're going to see this repetition over and over. Now, if you've been reading and studying, you already know the way. You already know how Scripture speaks of the way. Book of Jasher, chapter 3, and I'm going to read 4 through 6 and 11. And he said, rise. Here's Enoch. Most High giving Enoch instructions. Enoch would go away from the people. He would go away and he would get closer with the Most High. He stayed away from the wickedness of the people. And this is something he did. He said, arise, go forth from your house, from the place where you did hide yourself, and appear to the sons of men, in order that you may teach them the way in which they should go, and the work. See, there's work for you to do. The Most High is telling us there's a way, there's work to do. You have to keep something. There is something you have to do here. And he's telling Enoch here to teach them the way in which they should go and the work which they must accomplish to enter in the ways of Yahuwah. This is how they enter into the ways of Yahuwah. If you're not walking in his way, then you're not walking in the ways of Yahuwah. Verse 5, and Enoch rose up according to the word of Yahuwah. Of course, the righteous men, they always did what the Most High told them to do. He rose up and he went forth from his house. When he tell us to go somewhere, we don't want to go. But see, the men of old that knew him, they did what he said to do from his place and from the chamber in which he was concealed. And he went to the sons of men and taught them the ways of Yahuwah. So he went and he taught them the ways of Yahuwah. And at that time assembled the sons of men and acquainted them with the instructions of Yahuwah. So he acquainted them. He gave them the instructions of Yahuwah. I told you, teachers are not giving instructions. And this is what the people are missing. They're missing the way They're missing instructions, and so they're just not doing what the Most High say to do because they don't have the instructions. And he ordered it to be proclaimed. Watch this. Here is the order. He ordered it to be proclaimed in all places where the sons of men dwelt, saying, where is the man who wishes to know the ways of Yahuwah? Where is he? Anybody? There's a man now. So where is the man that wishes to know the ways of the Most High and good works? You see, you must know his ways and perform good works. Let him come to Enoch. Look at this. Let him come to Enoch. We see it right here. Let him come to Enoch. Why isn't Enoch running to them? He came out of his hiding. He came to where a place where they can come to him. And this is the order. They knew it from old. What I'm doing here, I'm taking you all the way back. All the way back before Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, before Moshe, before Noah. And we see them. We see the order. We see the people coming to Enoch. Verse 11. And Enoch taught them. Watch what Enoch taught them. Enoch taught them wisdom, knowledge, and the ways of Yahuwah. And he made shalom amongst them. And shalom was throughout the earth during the life of Enoch, because Enoch knew the way. And Enoch taught the way to people, and the people was able to walk in the way of the Most High. Chapter 4 and 16, and I'm going to read 20. And all the sons of men departed. Okay. Enoch taught them the way, but then after time passed, something happened. They go back to a foolish way. They lose what they got. They're not proclaiming it to others. They're not teaching their sons. And all the sons of men departed. Here is when Noah was born. And this is when wickedness started to happen. All the sons of men departed from the ways of Yahuwah in those days, as they multiplied upon the face of the earth with sons and daughters. And they taught one another their evil practices. And they continue committing iniquity against Yahuwah. Verse 20. And all the men who walked in the ways of Yahuwah died in those days. The ones that walked in the way, the Most High waited till they died. And the only righteous man now was Noah. So they died before Yahuwah brought the evil upon man which he had declared. For this was from Yahuwah, that they should not see the evil which Yahuwah spoke concerning the sons of men. He removed those that walked in the ways of the Most High before the deluge came. Joshua 9 and 6. Here's Abram now. We're going to Abram. Abram, in Noah's house, 39 years. Abram was in Noah's house for 39 years. What is he doing in Noah's house? And I brought this out before. What is Abram doing in Noah's house for 39 years? And Abram knew Yahuwah from 3 years old. And he went in the ways of Yahuwah until the day of his death. You see, Christians go in Genesis and they see Abraham was a friend to the Most High. Abraham believed the Most High, but they don't know anything about Abraham learning the way. They have no idea. They have no idea he spent 39 years in Noah's house learning. This is what he was there for. And Noah and his son Shem taught him. So Noah and Shem taught Abram. All the sons of the earth in those days greatly transgressed against Yahuwah, and they rebelled. A bunch of rebels. They rebelled against him, and they served other mighty ones. And they forgot Yahuwah. Remember, their forefathers knew Yahuwah because of Enoch. And they end up forgetting Yahuwah, who had created them in the earth. And the inhabitants of the earth made of themselves, and at that time, every man, his mighty one, they made themselves mighty ones of wood and stone, which could not speak, hear, nor deliver. And the sons of men served them. Instead of serving the Most High, they served idols. and they became their mighty ones. You see what's going on here? They lost their way. Joshua 22 and 40. Isaac, here's Isaac. Isaac, son of Abraham, was growing up in those days, and Abram, his father. See, Abraham knew from being in Noah in Shem's house, and here he is teaching. Abraham, his father, taught him the way of Yahuwah. They continued to teach this way. This way was the same way. There was no other way. There is no other way. There is one way. There is one way which leads to life, and there is one way which leads to death. Once again, I'm focusing on the right way. So he taught him the way of Yahuwah. And Yahuwah was with him. Once you learn the way of Yahuwah and you walk in it, this is how you get the Most High to be with you. Joshua 23 and 28. It says, and Abraham heard this and knew that it was the word of Satan, who endeavored to draw him aside from the way. So I want you to understand here, the Most High wants you to understand, it's the wicked one that's trying to draw you away from the way of Yahuwah. And once you know, you see, Abraham knew the way. Once you know the way, the enemy is going to try to sidetrack you from that way. But Abram would not hearken to the voice of Satan, and Abraham rebuked him. So he went away. So this is what we must do. When he tried to sidetrack us, we must rebuke him so that we don't follow, we don't do, we don't lead, we don't turn from the right or the left from the way. This is what the scripture is telling us. Joshua 24. Once again, we're taking a walk through Joshua here, and we're looking at the way, and we see the men learning the way, and they're passing it on. They are passing it on to their children. Joshua 24 and 17. And when the days of mourning had passed, Sarah had died, and so there was days of mourning that happened after Sarah passed. Abram sent away his son Isaac, and he went to the house of Shem. Now we're seeing Abraham sending his son Isaac to the house of Shem and Eber to learn the ways of Yahuwah. Wait a minute. Abraham taught Isaac, and Isaac knew the way. Why is he sending him to Shem and Eber? It's almost as if you need this also. And look at the amount of time that they've spent learning the ways. So we're just waking up. So you see how far off we are? You see how far off any of these camp leaders are? This is why they're so far off. They're far off from the way. To learn the ways of Yahuwah and his instructions. Here we go. We're reading, learning the ways of Yahuwah and his instructions. And Abram remained 3 years there. He stayed there for 3 years, learning the way. Here is Isaac learning the way. 3 years in the house after being taught from his father. Joshua 26 and 36. And he brought all the children of the earth into service, and he taught. Here's Abram. He taught his son. Now he's teaching others. He brought all the children of the earth to the service of Yahuwah, and he taught them the ways of Yahuwah and caused them to know Yahuwah. When you learn the way, it caused you to know him. You see, we can easily say, I know him. We know of him. But if you don't know his way, you don't know him. If you don't walk in his way, you don't know him. You in the wrong way. You're walking in the way of wickedness. And sadly to say, this is what most people do. They walk in the ways of wickedness. Joshua 29 and 11. And Jacob was very much afraid of his brother Esau. And he rose up and fled to the house of Eber. Here's Esau. Here's Esau after his brother, making his brother flee. Here he goes, going to the house of Eber, son of Shem. Yaakov coming back to the house of Shem.